Hey everyone, happy Friday when you're watching this. I'm wearing glasses today because I have an eye infection. I don't know where that came from. Taking medicine though, should be clearing up in a few days. I want to discuss a couple of things. I got my laptop out so I could show you examples. So, so, okay, so I'm gonna piss some people off, but that's okay. That's what these Friday chit chats are about. I'm just being honest on myself, okay? So first, if I personally believe unless you sell a product that is not allowed to be sold on Amazon or you don't have the manpower to be able to do so, if you are making a conscious decision to not sell on Amazon, even though you want more money, right? You need more sales, right? For whatever reason, you want more sales. So if you need more sales or want more sales and you are choosing not to sell on Amazon for whatever delulu reason you decided that you don't want to sell on Amazon, I think you're dumb. Now, you might hear this and go, oh my God, I'm offended. I don't care, because here's the reality I learned. This is how I am. I'm a very tough love type of person. I'm a tough love type of parent. And there's several things. I'm tough love, when it comes to advice. No frills attitude. So if I offend you and I'm not the right person for you, fine. I don't, what can I do? I can't be somebody other than myself. I've been a little bit more refined in the past, but it's too much effort. Okay? I'm still a very nice person. I'm just being honest. Like, that's so dumb. Okay. Amazon is the number one e-commerce marketplace in the USA. I also don't care. Okay, let me calm down. I also don't care that you're against Amazon because of how they, with their workers. I don't even know. There is controversial stuff everywhere. There is, you can have issues with a lot of companies. And I'm not against you using your dollars or whatever to decide to boycott a company or whatever. Like, do what you want. Okay? Do what you want. But Amazon is really, really leading the, I'm using the wrong words here. Leading the wave? Is that a phrase? And you're sitting there behind worrying about your issues with Amazon. Whether it be you don't believe that they're a good company for whatever reason, Amazon's, making small bit. I hate when people use the argument that Amazon is really hurting small businesses. Do you guys know that more than 50% of, I think it's either products or sellers. I don't know the exact specific stat, and this is public information, are from small businesses like me, like you. Yes, I'm considered a small business. I am. I'm considered a small business, even though I make millions. We're still very small, I think. I don't know, right? What's considered small business? Anyway, I'm considered a small business, and many of my students and members are selling on Amazon. A lot of these people who just have families to feed and just doing regular things. They're not big corporations, right? I don't know when you are considered no longer small business. I actually think, according to some law for workers, labor law something, I think it's when you have 15 employees or more. I know there's a law that's something about 15 employees or more. Anyway, I'm not there yet. Not close. So I hate when people say that. They are helping small businesses everywhere. Everything you see behind me, these glasses, literally, my glasses are dirty. These glasses were fairly pricey. This new house, everything was supplied to me by Amazon. Not really, but I worked hard on Amazon. Etsy, and Shopify, but the reality is I make way more on Amazon, and I wouldn't have all of this if it wasn't for Amazon. My daughter wouldn't be in her special soccer classes soccer coaching. She belongs to a very prestigious team. One, because of her skills and talent. That's the number one thing. But she's able to travel across and around the country because of it. We were able to afford it. Anyway, they help. It's a big deal for small businesses. Okay, so if you're trying to boycott it because of that, that's stupid. Also, people always say, oh, Amazon customers are crazier. Yeah, they are. Okay? Have you personally ever had a package that said delivered but you didn't receive it? Okay, maybe you listening to this personally are maybe a little bit more common than the average person, but you're like, oh crap, you're worried that the seller might try to I'm not gonna curse on here. I probably cursed before, but not give it to you again, or it's people worried about return rate, people worried about irate customers. Yes, when you begin selling, I don't recommend selling on Amazon. I recommend selling on Etsy. It's a little easier. They have upped their game in terms of being more strict to weed out stupid sellers who just really ruin it for everybody else. Sometimes Etsy could get a bad reputation because people shop on there and, buyers are really pissed at Etsy. They don't understand it's individual people. So I went off on a tangent. Hold on. So it's important to understand that while there are issues you're going to run into with Amazon customers, such as returns, and I didn't like this, or this came damaged, or you said I thought it was supposed to be a set of 20. It's only a set of 10, even though it says it's a set of 10. You have to understand, unless you're doing something completely wrong in your listing and the expectations, okay, of the customer, then there is going to be a small percentage of people. In fact, I did the math a long time ago. My percentage of the people I end up refunding or replacing because damage or whatever from my sales was like 0.01 or it was something very small. And then when I did the math, it was several thousands. And you might say, that's a lot of money. Yes, but I'd rather give up several thousands for millions. And that's how much I make on Amazon. So I tried to remember not to take things personally. Okay. It's very, very rare do we get somebody that's not very happy about our product. We probably get it once or twice a year, or at least that's when they tell us. I mean, some people may not tell us. And we handle it. Yes, it takes me a minute to I get angry, but I have to remember, I'm not going to waste my mental energy on this. It's normal for you to waste your mental energy on it when you're a newer seller, newer meaning several years. So don't be discouraged that it does stress you. By the way, I'm in the position I am now because I'm able to handle the stress. Sometimes I'm not able to handle the stress, right? But I was willing and able to handle it and push forward and work through it. The average person, that's why everybody can't be an entrepreneur. There's a lot of things that come with it that people are not willing to handle, and that's one of them. Sorry, I feel like I'm yelling at somebody behind me. No, it's the washer and dryer. So now there have been people I've seen that have a larger return rate than normal, larger complaint rate, and you could do your own math. You can see how many sales you make in a month and how many complaints you got that month, okay? And the reality is there's something wrong with your listing, right? Something wrong with your photos, something that misled the customer. You might say, but Dahlia, I put it in my title, in my this, in my that. They're not reading it. Fair enough, but there's something about their expectation, or if you have customizations and drop down where they can select, something about that's not crystal clear. And I will be the first to admit it has gotten me. I've been in business for over a decade. I have improved my listings. You don't even know how many times, based on customer feedback, based on issues we'd have with customers. And while we sit back and for a second, vent, but then I'm like, okay, team, I usually talk to my person who helps me, fix the listings. I'm like, okay, now that we made fun of it, let's be for real. What is the problem? What are they misunderstanding? And sometimes, by the way, my customers on Amazon, typically the larger portion, I can see demographics because I'm a brand registered Amazon seller. Where's my mouse here? They are older. That's my target customer. So sometimes they don't get it. So sometimes and even till this day, we are still improving listings. So don't sit there on your, I have a problem with with phrases. I forget what they are. Sometimes I confuse them, so I might not say the right one. Don't sit there on your high horse or high chair, high horse, acting like you did everything right. And I'm not saying I'm better than you at selling. I'm just saying if I have improved many times and I know I can still improve, I'm still looking for opportunities to what they are, waiting for more customer feedback. Sometimes my customers call me. They search for my company name, blah, blah, they find my number, they call me because they don't know how to like use the interwebs. So sometimes I get feedback as well. Take that, look at feedback from your reviews, look at the questions they ask before they place an order. Your goal, even though I have no problem talking to my customers, but look at this, listen to this. Your goal is to not have any more messages about placing an order and not have any more messages after an order. The smart ones will understand why. Is my screen the wrong size? I don't know what's happening here. Anyway, for those of you who get it, you get it. That means, and I'll explain to you just in case you don't, because everybody needs some help. That means the transaction was smooth. They had no questions. Oh, but what is this? That means there was no confusion in the listing. It was crystal clear for majority of buyers. You're not gonna make it perfect for everyone. But enough of these questions that come in about what ink color and envelope color is this? You better make it much more crystal clear. So in our listing on Etsy, in the bottom it shows ink and envelope color. In the where you select the ink and envelope, next to the ink that is shown and the envelope that's shown, it shows the word as shown. We also put it in the description of the option on Amazon. I know it sounds like too confusing, but if you sell in there, you know what I mean. It's a lot of work to do, but it helps conversions. I'm really good also at conversions, optimizing. You guys like these glasses? I love these glasses. Whatever you say, it doesn't matter. I really like them. I think the purple looks good on me in the shape. I have a very odd head shape. I'm not just saying, like, I'm serious. Like, it's just what it is. I think a lot of glasses don't look good on me. It's hard to explain. I have a larger nose. It's something, okay? I have high cheekbones. I don't know. It took me a while. I found these and they were expensive. Yes, I've mentioned that earlier, but I was like, I'm buying them. This isn't staying with me forever. Anyway, so, but I can't wear my contacts while I'm trying to clear up my eye infection. Yeah, so if you're not selling on Amazon, why? And if you comment below something that is in your control, like something's out of your control, don't comment. I'm not talking about you. I mean, you could comment still, but I'm not talking about you. I'm not calling you dumb. And by the way, don't be triggered if I'm calling you dumb. If you are the person that's not to sell on Amazon for a stupid reason, we all could be dumb sometimes, okay? I use these words loosely, not too loosely, but sometimes I could be dumb about things. You mean to tell me that you're smart about everything? No. Okay, so don't be triggered by that word. It's the reality. There are some things, and yes, it's not really good to talk bad about yourself. I know that, but I'm helping you realize I'm one of the only people that will tell you the truth. And yes, I tend to give it to you straight. So that's my way. I give it, and I'm hoping that it connects with you so you understand. I have talked to so many members, students, whatever, that have taken my advice when they originally thought they were not going to sell on Amazon. Years later, months later, I have a story to tell you. They're thanking me. I'm like, don't thank me. You did the work. But they thank me for pushing them to sell on Amazon. I'm not saying anything bad about Etsy. Etsy still makes me money. We know there's Etsy issues. That's for another video. There's issues everywhere, right? But they're changing in a way. What was I saying? So, what was I saying? I took off the lighting in the background. I hope it's not too dark in the video. So I would sell on Amazon if I were you. What was I saying? I was on a roll. Oh yeah, we all could be dumb sometimes. Oh, the story I want to tell you. And then I'll move on to the next topic, I promise. Which is really important. It gets me so fired up. Every day my husband drops off the mail, okay? And he sees because we drop off at the same time, he sees the regular people, because we go to the back of the post office where the post office workers go. We have so many bins we drop off there. And so a lot of these big sellers, also I'm sure small businesses coming back there. And so he's always seen this young lady with her mom always dropping off packages, and they're like, hi, they exchange a few words. Oh, what do you sell? What do you sell? You know, whatever. And she sells on Etsy, right? Etsy shut her down. And actually, I have to follow up with her because she messaged me a few days ago. I'll tell you why. It was a long story why they shut her down, okay? But I'm wondering if they gave it back to her. So very curious. But anyway, she saw my husband again and was like, hi, I'm glad I ran into you. Etsy shut me down. I know you sell on Amazon. You know, can you help me? He's like, actually, my wife is the one that knows how to do it. Let me give you her number. So that she contacted me. I invited her to the office, my office, and I taught her. And for free. I just wanted to, pay it forward, I guess, or whatever. It was nice to have human interaction. Anyway, so I helped her, and I saw her couple months later at the post office, and she was dropping off packages from Amazon. I'm like, yes, she's getting sales. Great. She messaged me 2 days ago. She had an issue with payments. She didn't know, by the way. Payments were fine. She didn't know that Amazon pays every 2 weeks, okay? You fulfill the order or whatever, right? And then because she just began not too long ago, she was selling a lot. She started to sell a lot. You know where the story is going. That they had an account reserve. Very normal, okay? They want to make sure you're not a scammer, that you can fulfill orders. So she messaged me to double check on that, but to also thank me that she's been doing so well. And I saw her screenshots. I could help her through the issue. And I saw her amount that's going to be deposited. Oh, she's doing fantastic. And she's in an industry that's not particularly busy during the holidays, so I think she may start to slow down very soon. But I'm so proud of her. And she's not even running ads yet. Anyway, I was just so proud of her, and why she didn't start Amazon to begin with, I don't know. Some people have their own hangups about it. You know what's also a hangup about it? Here's another thing before I move on to the next thing. I know you guys have issues, okay? The issue is also, it seems complicated. It's hard to figure out. Stop being lazy. And yes, I'm calling you lazy because it is hard to figure out. But this was to separate you from the average people around. By the way, I'm not saying average in a bad way. Working, for a corporation is not a bad thing. People out there making money for their family, it's fine. But if you're an entrepreneur, you will have to do things, whether you pay to learn it. You could buy my course, for example. You could take the time to learn on YouTube for free. There's no excuses. And yes, it's annoying. And yes, it will take time, right? And yes, there's been times where I try to figure something out, something else. And I went back and forth for days. Oh my God, it was frustrating. But that's what separates us from, not a bad thing, from the other folks who work 9 to 5s. You have to be able to do it because our revenue potential is much higher. I feel like I've been yelling at you guys, but you guys know who this message is for, okay? Okay. So let me talk about something else, okay? You guys know my videos about KDP, right? Let me tell you how fantastic KDP has been for me. By the way, full disclosure, ever since my last video, we put KDP on pause. Yes, I know, it sounds crazy because we've been doing so well with it. We put it on pause for several work reasons. Some things have taken priority, major priority, and so here we are. It's fine. Okay, anyway, how do I see last month? Hold on. Okay, this month, I'm recording this on the 16th of November. We're already, and the day is not over. We're already at 4,800. Half the month has passed, right? So it's almost 5,000, let's say. I don't know, whatever, right? 5,000, double, it's 10,000 we're gonna make, approximately. And ever since my last video, I've not uploaded more books, meaning it's actually been a month and 3 days since our last upload. Again, we've been busy, fair enough, okay? So last month, I ended October. 6,800, almost 6,900, okay? Why am I telling you this? Because KDP is going fantastic. And I asked in a group, so frustrating. People are so frustrating because they don't know or they've never achieved it. They don't think it's possible. And that's what gets people in trouble when they are trying to grow their own business. But don't mistake it for, being stupid, meaning you could be doing a whole bunch of things wrong. I'm not saying just to go for it. You have to have strategy, right? You have to know, what you're doing or learn. But it's just so upsetting. Let me tell you what upset me. I'm gonna go to these stupid comments. And whatever, it's not no sweat off my back because they have no idea and they're gonna miss out. Hold on, let me find that stupid post. Okay. I posted in a couple of groups. Anyone successful at getting KDP to increase your daily upload limit? They put an upload limit of 3 books a day. We're able to do 5 books a day during the week, okay? Because we don't work weekends. We do it in bulk, but it's fine. We're able to do 5 a day instead of all toward the end of the week. Okay, here's a stupid ass comment. No, stop spammers. In my opinion, the upload limit should be set to 3 per week. Great, Rochelle. Somebody's like, I agree, 3 days still plenty. By the way, I don't particularly disagree with them. There are instances where it makes sense, okay? But let me just go ahead and roast these people because it really pissed me off, and you'll see why. It's not just me venting. I'm gonna show you a lesson in here that's gonna help you. Big lesson. There was some supporters, by the way. Another person's like, yes, and all that AI junk. And I'm like, agree with all my heart. By the way, 95% of these people in these groups are broke asses when it comes to KDP. We've all been there. We've all been broke asses when it came to KDP. We're all started somewhere. It's okay. Don't get triggered by the language I use. It's the reality. I've been a broke ass on KDP as well before, okay? Somebody's like, yeah, Rochelle, it's a good idea to have Amazon have good quality books. You have no idea what I'm publishing. And by the way, most people don't really reveal what they're publishing if they're doing well. Makes sense. No, they said we have to wait till their bulk upload feature is. We're not sure. So somebody that fucking answered my question. Thank you, Gayani. Thank you. I was like, what are you uploading? It can't be quality stuff if you need to publish even 1 a week. Oh, Cheryl. Just first of all, if anybody knew I was selling stationery and making millions, they wouldn't believe it as well. They would also be like, no way. Okay, it's fine. You know what it is? I'm not mad. I'm actually making the money, so it's not, I'm mad. I'm mad for them. I am. This is why I teach people. I'm mad for them. I'm mad that they don't realize their potential and they are, let me calm down. They're limiting themselves. And I'm not saying money is everything, but money does help with your life. Don't be delusional, okay? It helps you pay bills. It helps you empower your life, So I reply to Cheryl and go, I have full-time employees working on it, so I have the manpower to do it. I do have full-time employees. You also don't know what niche I'm in. It's wild to me that people have the craziest assumptions and can't answer the question. By the way, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not saying that my books that I upload can't be even better quality, but you know my style. I'm always looking to improve. What you first upload, I just started KDP in June. We're always working to improve things, and we put it on pause for the last month. Doesn't mean that I can't even upload even better. We're working on things, so just calm down. It's people, okay? So I comment on my own. I said, just because you can't upload more than 3 a day, it doesn't mean others cannot. I have employees, so 3 a day limit does really limit us. Not everybody's doing this as a side hustle. Somebody's like, what kind of books do you publish? Rochelle again. I said, I'm sorry, I don't want to reveal my niche. Very respectful. Then she came back with being unrespectful. Sorry, hold on. So those are the comments in that one. Okay, let me tell you about another one. And one person deleted her comments, I think because people have to go hard on her. Well, I'm going to tell you right now. It's wild to me. I'm going to teach you the lesson that's going to help you in anything, okay, that you're doing. This is it. I'm successful at getting KDP to increase your limits. People went crazy. No, because we're working within reasonable and legal upload limits. What is that, Pam? What does that mean? I don't know what that means, but people somebody's like, the thing is, and I mean no offense, but for quality content of any type, any kind, it takes time. What if I had 50 people working on it? Yes, probably not financially responsible. You don't know what books I'm doing. And by the way, yes, I don't know what everybody's doing in books that's being successful. I may be the outlier. I have no idea. But stop assuming and answer the question. Unless you ask a question, and so here's the thing. If you're on Facebook groups and you have a question and you don't answer it, the only time I allow that is if you're trying to make sure the person doesn't get in trouble. So if you're like, hey, I wouldn't upload that Disney, I'm just, they're just really being helpful. Hey, I would make sure that kids' car seat is placed properly. It's a danger. Things like that. And I hate when people be like, I didn't ask for your opinion. I'm trying to save you. Okay, sorry. Okay. Somebody wrote that about I just read, that person I told you about that was really triggered earlier. She's like, oh, she doesn't want to hear that. She has systems in place. Nobody tells her what to do. Okay, I don't know how much money they're making, but I can guarantee you I'm making more than on KDP, and my stuff is not scammy BS books, okay? It took me a while to find this niche. Somebody's like, are you using another name? I can't find you by your name. Yes, most people in KDP do not use their name because they want people looking them up. Somebody's like, I read some of the comments. I didn't see whether you and your partners have more than one account. Okay, that's not a relevant comment. She's trying to be helpful. Somebody's like, they've not long changed it to 3 books a day. They won't be increasing anytime soon. Thank you, Ben, for being very helpful. Helpful comment. I wasn't sarcastic. He was just answering. He doesn't know. That's why KDP introduced the upload limit, to stop such spammers. Somebody's like, good point. Oh, no, I wrote to him. Good point, but I'm not a spammer. This person. Why would you want to do that, Lori? You can't be uploading anything in high quality if you're doing it in that quantity. I wasn't fucking explode. I'm like, stop assuming, Lori. I just couldn't fight her. She's like, good luck with your business. Somebody's like, out of interest, what kind of books are you able to produce more than 3, in a day? I said, it's medium content books. Obviously, I'm not going to reveal my niche. But that's irrelevant. Myself and other employees are working on it. I hate when people dog or put down the system I have in place. I pride myself in the systems I have in place. You guys have no idea. It's what I get high on. I love organizing. I have a checklist and I work on being much more efficient. So the process is, while it's really good books, the process is very robotic. Like, we follow a system, and I hate when people make fun of the fucking system. Somebody's like, I'll speak for myself. For only one book. Oh, somebody talks about his process of getting a book, so he can't do more than 1 a week. Sir, most of that's not even relevant to me. I'm not going to read through it, just boring you. Okay, I'm not going to read more. One of my friends is in this group, and she messaged me privately, and she's like, what's up people's asses? I'm like, I know. The reality is they don't, I feel bad for them. And not in a pity way, but I do. I really wish they understood the potential. If they were like, wait a minute, this girl's making, well, actually, they don't know how much I'm making. I didn't mention in the post. By the way, I did post screenshots in these groups as anonymous because I want people to harass me and ask me for advice. The comments were wild. I lost faith in humanity. By the way, several times I lose faith in humanity in my lifetime. This was one of them. The comments were wild. I even said, I'm not revealing who I am because I don't want people to message me. I'm not here to sell you anything. I just want to show you what's possible. I even gave tips in it. I gave you guys tips. I made a video. People were wild. Okay, I'm getting too worked up in this video, so let me calm down. But here's a lesson to learn. Several lessons. Don't assume when somebody's making, first of all, I follow somebody who makes several million in a month selling products online. It's not a handmade seller, by the way. She gets such hateful comments, but I know the potential. And I could, by the way, if I get to know somebody enough, I could spot out when it comes to business, a scammer. I could easily tell. And I could tell somebody that, and more importantly, I could tell who knows their shit. And that person knows their shit. And I follow her for inspiration, motivation. I could take tips here and there. I could take tips and help apply it to like the handmade world. I know how to, I know. Sorry, I keep looking back because my nephew's in town with his wife, and it doesn't matter if they walk in, it's fine. But I keep thinking they're walking in, they're out running errands. Anyway, so he's gonna stay with us for several months. So anyway, don't assume. When you see somebody who's doing something better, unless they're doing something wrong and you want to help them, first of all, mind your business, right? But if you do something wrong when you help them, then I personally think it's okay to be like, hey, by the way, you shouldn't be selling that. You could get shut down. Hey, by the way, whatever, right? Learn. Be helpful. By the way, it doesn't help you mentally to be a hateful person. Yes, you might say, Dalia, but why are you being angry on this video? I'm here to help you. I'm using my mental energy to get through to you guys. Learn, ask questions, watch these videos, right? Some people ask questions more about KDP. I have more videos releasing soon. It's being scheduled. I can only do so much, right? But it just frustrates me about, my tongue feels funny. I bit it the other day and now it's like, it's healing. It just frustrates me about people wanting to do something as a side hustle, increase their income, do something online, and there's such hate. So what do you want to do? Learn from a person who's making $50 a month? By the way, I'm not dumb. I understand people starting from zero or very close to zero, they find it more relatable to start learning from somebody who's making only a couple thousand a month. I know I'm way past that. I understand that. I may not be for everybody, not just my personality, but the things I teach. Because you're worried that, oh, Dalia's making millions. I'm nowhere near that. How can I learn from her? You can learn a lot. Okay? My courses, for example, and my free stuff, go over the basics. And here's why. Because my business is built on nothing fancy. It's built on foundational things. SEO, product optimization, photos, over and over and over again, and really tweaking that and utilizing the platforms, Etsy, Amazon, etc., built-in features that they give us to help optimize that. But they're all based on the same stuff. Optimization, the biggest thing, because Amazon gives you a lot of stuff for optimization. And SEO. And then the good stuff you're supposed to do, customer service, like all that stuff. And by the way, I'm not against people that are doing fun and new things. I think social media is great. I think TikTok could be great for businesses. I just don't know it. So I don't teach what I don't know. I'm really amped up over this. I don't know. I hope you got something out of it. I have a lot more to say, but I might just do another video. This video is too long, about something else. I need to breathe through because it gets me fired up because I want to help people. And when I know I can help somebody and they don't want to listen, purposely because they think it's wrong or they think it's not going to work or they think whatever, I'm like, stop. And maybe for my own ego, I like to help people to know that I help improve their lives, but who cares? You benefit from that. Who cares? I even help people when it doesn't benefit me. Meaning they take time out of my day, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it does benefit me. I still enjoy it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry if I hope I didn't scare some people away. But this is how I am. And as these Friday Chit Chat videos keep coming out, you're gonna realize more and more how I am. When I'm, this is how I am. Okay. All right. Bye.